If you ask me what's the first thing that comes to mind when you mention Spain, I will say jamón.
Why?
Dried meat has always been made all over the world, but to my personal taste, Spain has achieved perfection in this.
We arrived in Puerto de la Cruz in a real Spanish bodega, where Dafne reveals the secret of jamón.
Let's go faster!
Hello, my name is Dafne Martinez. I work here in Tito's Bodeguita. I'm a ham cutter, and I've been living in Tenerife for 21 years already. I come from Cuba, and I have been working in this restaurant for 15 years now. And this is my passion, and I want you to try and to enjoy all the products we have here. I am cleaning the ham. I have to remove all the skin around because it has been exposed to the exterior for more than 36 months. And then I have to remove everything because normally the taste is not very nice from this outside part. It's like sour. It's not very good. What we are looking for is the interior, because it's very tasty, very sweet, and I have to remove all the yellow parts. And we have to do it carefully because we need the meat to eat, okay? The only part you use from a piece of this is 40%. The rest is to go away. Between fat, yellow fat and bones, 60% is out, and 40% we are going to enjoy. So this is why this kind of ham is very expensive, because the part we enjoy is just a small part from the whole piece. This is 100% Iberico ham. Iberico is the race. Like, let's say in dogs, Pit Bull, Stanford or Chihuahua. And this is the most important thing, the race. And the second thing I was talking about was the food they can have. From the beginning, normally they take the milk from their mother, of course. But then when they are a little bit bigger and they can walk by themselves, they are moved into the big pieces of land where they find these encinas, where they take the bellota. Okay, bellota is this fruit that they eat in the last part of their life. That gives them this beautiful fat inside the muscle. And these two things are very, very important because not every pig is fed like this. A pig that is not Iberico is Serrano. If we say Serrano is not bad, but the correct word is Iberico ham, because it's very, very different about the quality. If we look at the piece, we can find that normally this kind of ham is a little bit longer and thinner than a Serrano. Serrano is very round here, and this one is like a violin. These are the difference. And the taste, Serrano has a little bit less fat inside the muscle, and this one has a lot more. The most important thing is the nails should be black. That is why they say pata negra. The best way is to go through a professional who can show you exactly the kind of ham you want to buy or take. But the color would be a good indication. Every ham is like a new piece, and normally this Iberico should be a little bit darker than another one, than another Serrano, for example, but it's not exactly. Sometimes we have this Iberico is a little bit more yellow outside when you see, this part is a little bit more like orange. And maybe a Serrano is a little bit more like white. We have the very good luck that we are placed in a special country where we have this beautiful race of Iberico. We have people who know how to prepare this and how to enjoy the best. The experts cut the leg and this kind of cut, and they put with salt, only salt, during some time, not too long, but few days, and then they remove the salt and they put hanging like this in la bodega for over 36 months. It has to have a good temperature, control temperature, and control wind cross to be dry all the time. And during this process, it takes different colors, green, white, because those are like bacteria that are making their job until we have this piece ready to be enjoyed. So I think this is a very special product because we don't find it anywhere else. 500 euros, the cost, not the selling price, just the cost for professional. They are more expensive like this, of course, but those are limited editions and stuff like that. But normally, in the market, we have this that could cost around 500. You can have 400, 300, 200, and very good quality Iberico ham, but this one is more or less the most expensive. Here in the restaurant, I can clean now, and maybe tomorrow morning I have to clean another one. But in a house, it can take, let's say we are 4 in the family, it can take maybe 1 month in the house, and it becomes dry normally. But we have something to do in order to keep it a little bit moist and juicy. Of course, it is going to evaluate during the time, but we can do some things that I'm going to show you now. For example, like cutting just a small slice of fat, and when we finish, for example, for the breakfast, we cut a little bit of ham, and we finished, we put a little bit of fat over the last part of the ham, so it keeps the ham juicy and fat, not very dry. You can put some film, you can put, of course, a little bit of tissue in order to avoid the light to go directly to the ham, because it is going to affect as well. What you can also do is eat faster. You don't have to eat the last part of the ham too dry. Another solution would be 1 week later, you cut everything and you put in vacuum, okay? It's another solution, and it keeps the ham like the first day. So you see all these yellow, dark yellow parts? I have to remove, and I want to see all this white and pink fat. This is the most interesting part to it. But at home, I recommend to clean step by step. You don't have to clean everything because it becomes dry too quickly. Before I was studying in a restaurant, like gastronomy school, and when I came here to Tenerife, because I come from Cuba, I started working in a restaurant, but then I found there was a beautiful product like this, and I wanted to know how to cut it. And once I learned, I said, this is what I want to do all my life. I improved my technique, I talked with many people, I contacted with providers, people who provide ham, and that is why I'm working here and selling ham every day. We could have a burnout if we are not strong enough, but it's like everything. It's hard to do, it's a job. Finally, at the end, it's a job, But if you love what you do, you can find that you are happy every single day you're doing things, and you contact very good people to enjoy when you are working, when you're eating, when you're drinking with them, the product you love to work and to consume. It's lovely. It's lovely. I think it gives me only happiness when I work with hams, so that is why I don't have any burnout about this. I've been selling ham for 15 years in total. And what I like to do is Iberic massage. Pass my hand in the fat place and bring a little bit of fat here, because this part doesn't have a skin. And I remove the first slice of this part, and I want to bring a little bit of fat here. And in my opinion, this ham is ready to be enjoyed. The ham could be helped by artificial intelligence, maybe, in the moment of cutting, but I don't think so. It's so artisanal that we have to keep it the way it is, and the most natural we enjoy, the best it is going to be. I really think so. We have different parts of jamón. We have la masa. La masa, normally in a restaurant we start, but this in this part it's a little big. So let's see. Like this is very easy to move. La masa is a little bit wider, and la babilla is thinner. Normally, it is a little bit more dry than this part. So here I start in this part, because some people say when I use the ham like this, the fat can go a little bit down, and when I have to cut this part, it's already moist, okay? But we have another part, is la punta, this part, and I think this is one of my favorite parts, la punta, here. But anyway, even if we have a favorite part, a good professional, when he prepares a plate of ham, he has to put a little bit of each part in the plate, so the client can enjoy from every part of the plate. Of course, in the first moment we are going to use from the masa, because we have to go a little bit down. But once we have a quarter of ham, we start using the punta at the same time, so we are going to have a little bit of jarrete, this small part, then la masa, then la punta in the same plate. And it is going to be a very nice experience for the client. Salud. I want you to take the first slice,
Okay.
please, and you put in your tongue and you let it melt for 2 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds, like a good chocolate, and then you start. Now you mix.
Fantastico.
And look at the slices. You cannot find these colors in a serrano ham, because it has meat and fat inside the muscle. And this is very characteristic of Iberico ham.
Which is the best one? Just original Coke or Diet Coke with jamón?
Oy, oy, oy. I would say none of them. I prefer these three: beer, wine, red wine, because I prefer red wine, and cava. There are ceremonies for everything. Normally, yes, I have heard not cross, look at the eyes, and some people say not with the right hand, but with the left hand, because it's the hard hand.
Yes.
But
So
when we do it spontaneously with affect or love, and And
So-
friends, we can enjoy it. A good wine, a good cava, and a good ham.
Let's cheers with
Let's
left hands.
cheers.
Left
for
hands.
this,
Looking at the eyes.
Like
Don't
Okay,
cross.
like yeah.
Don't cross.
Prost. Don't cross.
Don't cross.
Pong and